Kept you waiting, huh?
Hello and welcome to episode 128 of your favourite gaming podcast, CrossCast. I'm Alex, your host for this week, and helping me create a bit of gaming magic, we have firstly, forever with a head full of dreams, puns, and bad thoughts about sexy vampires, it's Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hello.
Cross there.
That face. Next up,
Ben.
Sparks will fly, and you will be in trouble if you tell him you don't like Control or Hollow Knight. Hi, Lewis.
That's right, Ben. Some serious bones to pick with you and your sexy vampires next week.
I like Hollow Knight. It's good.
And finally, he's a big fan of Yellow, but he probably shouldn't be if you listen to the waitress who rinsed them at EGX that time. It's the man with the plan. It's Dan. Hi, Dan.
She went in, didn't she, as well? There was no, yeah, she was going for it.
What was that?
So we went to, was it Bow? But we were waiting.
Yeah.
It was, but she was Bow waitress.
Yeah.
And, out of nowhere, she just starts actually, razzing me over wearing yellow. So I was wearing my yellow shirt. To be fair, I was wearing a lot of yellow. I had yellow socks, and I had my yellow...
Mustard yellow, that's your shade, isn't it?
It is my shit. Well, she was going, it's not.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It was quite funny, though.
Yeah, it was very
You
funny.
look very butch in that shade, Dan, I must say.
Gamer Jason cracked a smile, so...
Oh,
Cracked.
Probably just rigor mortis.
How are we all?
Good, mate, you?
Yeah,
I'm
good.
pretty well, thank you.
Good, very good. Nice cold Thursday evening. We had debate in the WhatsApp group about it being freezing this week. Are you guys warm, cold, what?
I'm quite warm.
I've got a t-shirt on. Nothing else. You've got your
Hey.
dressing gown on, or as
House
you would
coat.
call it, Dan, house coat.
The house goat.
Me house coat.
I've had my tea and I've got my house coat.
Gravy.
So I started, and please, anyone that's listening, defend me here, but I started a conversation this week because I was out early, unlike these reprobates who get to work from home. But I was out early waiting for the bus, and it was absolutely freezing, and I was wearing my big coat and a jacket underneath it, and I was comfortable. I was like, ooh, getting cold now. And instantly Mark Grumpy Hammond comes into the chat and goes, I'm wearing shorts. And that fucking just started an argument then that descended into chaos for about 3.5 hours.
I mean, there's been plenty of those arguments have descended into chaos this week.
It's been full-blooded this week, hasn't it? It's everyone's going for the jugular. I've been enjoying it. As an agent of chaos, I've liked it. So.
Did you spot the link in my intros there?
There's a link between us all.
There was a link. Did you spot it?
Let's think. It's a fan of yellow.
Vampire, yellow.
Vampire. And then...
Silver. Did you say silver in mine?
No, I said
Colours.
Sparks.
Sparks.
Spyro?
See, you aren't Coldplay fans. I'm a Coldplay
Oh,
fan.
do you know what? When you said
Yes.
yellow, I was like, is he talking about Coldplay? The song?
There was,
Yeah, so did that, yeah.
there was
What
4
was
song
yours?
titles and an album in there.
Mine was Coldplay. That was fine.
What's mine
Is,
then?
is Sparks a Coldplay
Sparks
song?
is a Coldplay song, as is Trouble.
I'm meant to cause trouble. What's your song,
good song.
Ben?
Wow.
Vampires.
No, yours was an album, A Head Full of Dreams. You
Right.
got the album.
Classic. I dropped off after the second album, to be honest. No idea what I've done since.
And Magic is the song title, which has started for me. So
Parachutes. Was that the second
that was
album?
the first album.
That was the
First
first album.
Music of the
Second one
Spheres.
was-
That's Jesse's favourite.
Clock one.
It was the one with clocks on it. But
Yeah, that one. Great
I
album.
get Coldplay
Rush of
David
Blood to the
Gray
Head.
mixed up.
I like David Gray.
Ladder,
how-
White Ladder.
I don't know how you get.
Babylon.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
It's like,
I've not sang on the podcast.
Camp Waluigi. Wow, wow, wow.
Harsh. Right, moving on. We are the Cross Players and we like to talk about games. If you like what we do, then come and get involved. Head over to thecrossplayers.com/links and you can find links to Discord where you just come and say hello, or to our lovely Redbubble shop where you might find a very, very sexy new t-shirt for EGX, which was designed by the awesome Zombie Workshop.
It is
Dan, beautifully
incredible.
modelled on Twitter. Head
Wow.
over to Twitter and you'll see Dan modelling
Look
it,
at
getting
that.
some biceps on show.
Go to the video version, have a look at that t-shirt. It is, I think that's the best t-shirt we've ever done.
Oh yeah, definitely.
By a mile.
Easily.
Not by a mile,
Easily.
because we've had good ones, but it's
We
very
have.
good.
Apart from the cross-button VR one with the logo on, that's probably the best.
Yeah.
Great logo.
Yes,
Yeah.
great logo. EGX
He's
next
back.
week, guys.
Can't
Woohoo.
wait.
What time are you guys getting the plane again? Not you,
7
Ben.
a.m.
Yep.
Nice.
So we should be into London City, so we'll be there for
There by
the
10,
XL
I would
opening.
imagine. Yeah.
We don't call it London City. We just call it London.
City.
Lewis.
I thought you call it City though as well.
City Airport.
I'm joking.
He's like,
London City. See the Queen.
Yo, mucker.
Oh, you're going to be disappointed. Yeah, so I'm picking up.
We've got a picture of the Queen.
All right, fucking one step too far. She's still on coins, you prick. So yeah, I'm picking Carl up at 6 in the morning. Then I'm getting Ethan at like 6:45. But then inadvertently realise I'm driving the two most annoying people that I know in a car all the way there for 4 hours, pending traffic, and then all the way back for another 4 hours on the Sunday. So, yeah.
Wow.
Carl's like, oh, we need to do a playlist, and we need to do. I'm like, just settle your ADHD down for like 35 minutes, and let's just plan out. Or so, yeah. God knows how it'll turn out. If I don't forget something, it'll be a miracle.
Should
I can't wait
get
to-
deed done for the year.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how it goes first.
Let's see how
Dump 'em.
many people make it.
Dumping two bodies out in Birmingham on the way.
Shall we talk about some games? Pick up and play.
Yes.
Oh, I like this being in control. Right. Ben, you go first. You go
I went first last week.
first. Yeah, you're going first again.
And the week
That's
before,
it.
actually.
And the
'Cause
week
you were-
before.
You were coughing, and I deliberately chose you because you were
Did.
coughing.
Fucking hell!
And last week I was shaking my fist.
Coughing. Like
The week before that,
you were coughing, and I remember
I saw you from across the room.
the things I'm going to do to you.
Yeah,
I can't remember if Dan was on that one.
No, he wasn't. He was
Yeah, the way it's
shirking.
I was busy.
Shit.
I was doing
You
business,
what?
wasn't I?
What have I haven't picked up anything, I don't think, this week. I ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing I can think of. No.
We'll do
'Cause there's a
pickups
storm. There's a storm
Bro.
coming, and I'm waiting. I'll be buying lots soon.
Well,
But not now.
sounds like a threat.
first. It's a promise.
There's a storm brewing. Yeah. Nothing.
Right, let's do pickups first. Lewis, have you picked anything up?
No.
This is going to be quick.
Wow. Tight hour, lads.
Dan,
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Sorry.
I have excelled for the Excel this year.
Ooh, sexy business.
Ooh.
You know what that looks like? Face on like that. A snap fax.
Oh, yeah. Does it open up? Can you like pull it out and it's
Has it
got all
got
our
deals?
faces inside?
Like a 2-for-1 on
Deals.
Subways.
Does it open out? Calm down, Buffalo Bill. And then on this side,
Audio listeners, Dan is holding up a Cross Players business card. which
You
was
look
lovely.
at those lovely rounded edges.
Rounded edge.
And look at that business card.
Oh, right, I'm going. That was very funny.
That's good.
For audio
Embossed.
listeners, Ben was talking about my waist size.
What was it Mark always said? Size 42? No.
All right.
Oh,
Fucking 34 now, mate. Jesus Christ. Although I am squeezed into a 34, admittedly. I've put on the weight since the wedding, so.
happens to all of us.
It's allowed.
Yeah, it does. It does. You can't go now. So.
Now that's
No.
They never leave.
Never leave.
There you go. Sorted.
What about you,
Lot
Alex?
of them.
But the only thing I've picked up is the premium upgrade edition for Forza Motorsport.
So upgrade the game to be good,
It is good to begin with. It doesn't need
Is it?
updated.
Pretty
It is,
rubbish.
yes.
based on
Everyone-
prior experience.
For the amount you
Everyone
enjoy,
doesn't like sim racers. You either do or you don't.
for the amount you pay on car games, you could just buy a nice car.
Don't like cars though.
what?
Don't
Just
care about
garages.
cars. I don't like driving, like except in games. Like I hate driving a real car. I don't
you
really
mad?
bother about cars.
But it's literally the same. You could just go and buy like a nice race car. You're minted, so just go and do that.
I've
Aye,
got a
but
good
can I
idea.
like crash it into people and then just press a button and it's pristine again? Like
That's
it's not fun.
okay.
Can you drive, Alex?
Yes, I can drive.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Do
don't
you
be
drive
stupid,
often?
Lewis. Fucking hell.
Aye, I'll drive like a couple of times a week. But
Oh, okay.
not
Cool. So you can get a shot at Dan's car when we're at EGX.
Not going anywhere near my
okay.
Volvo, mate. No chance. Carl's trying to
I've
drive
never,
it.
I've never driven an estate before. I'd quite like to go on that.
It's not an estate. It's an SUV. What do you call it a estate car for?
What's wrong with an estate car? I've got an
It's a
estate.
Volvo.
You have not got an estate, have you?
Oh yeah, I've got an estate.
Have you got an estate?
Yeah, I've had an estate for years.
Oh, estimations.
I needed it for all the stuff.
it takes a tip.
I've got dogs.
I've got dogs and dogs. All in the back of the car. I needed all that space. I don't need that space now, but I needed it then.
You're not like Jason, where you put a pop-up bed in the back, and that's the only reason you're using the estate car for is to have a nap on lunchtime.
They are what SUVs should be. SUVs are pointless. It's just a big stupid thing. You've
Mate,
got to
if
do.
you saw my
And a
boot,
car.
I
look
could
cool.
get both Carl
Do they?
and Ethan twice in that boot, and it'd still have room. Never need any room
You
in
can
that.
get Carl in the glove box, to be fair.
You get back that forehead.
No.
Joke, not it's fitting in there. Fuck off. No, but you can. It's got 7 seats. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 seats. 7 seats. You can do that in your estate. No, you can't. Shut up.
Well, 5 seats, because 7 seats?
I mean, you could be picking us all up for EGX.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah, but I'm not. Am I? But, I'm getting a plane. Move on.
Let's car chat.
Let's car chat.
Car
Shit
chat
game.
done.
You're not going to show us the special edition, or is it all digital?
It's all digital. Yeah.
Oh, right.
No physical purchase here. It's
So-
£25 in shop two.
You've paid extra to get it early.
Get it early and you
Effectively.
get the car pass and everything as well. So it's
Right.
not just getting it early.
The car pass.
They're going to run this model into the ground, aren't they? The
But they've done it for a long time now.
to get a week early kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think you'll see more and more people doing it.
Make a bomb.
It's a mugs game.
And I'm a mug. We know that. We know that. And that's kind of what that's what we talk about Forza. Now I've mentioned it because that's what I've been playing. I've only played about an hour so far because it only even early access only came out today, so I've not had a lot of time.
45 minutes.
Feels well more than you would normally play, but it's very good. It is very good. Like it, just even the presentation of it and stuff, like the first impression it gives, it's very polished. Like it feels new, and it does. You can, I think, with a game like this, and they said this is them building it from the ground up and starting again. You can notice that right from the beginning, and they've not gone safe with it. And I think that's what's come out in some of the reviews because they have changed some things, have implemented like the car PG, I think they're calling it, mechanics and stuff in terms of your kind of how you're earning your XP and building up your car level and your driver level and stuff like that, which isn't going to vibe with a lot of people. So that, but I think if they'd have left it the same, they'd get criticised for like, well, you built it from the ground up and it's just the same game. But the The handling's really good. It looks stunning, like absolutely stunning.
Hot
and then
take, comparing it to Gran Turismo 7. Just, obviously, you've only
It
started
looks
but, like,
better
looks and
to me.
plays.
I think
Right.
it looks better and it feels better, but I think where Gran Turismo 7 spoils it a wee bit is how good Gran Turismo 7 is in VR. Like,
Yeah.
I think Gran Turismo in VR like just takes that to the next level, which you don't get with this. But then some of the presentational touches in this, like when you're like going on to like formation on the grid for like starting, you can like scroll. It shows you like, you at your car, but you can go through all the way up the grid and look at all the drivers and who are like the drivatars of like your friends and stuff like that, and all the wee bits.
What about that? Drivatars.
So there's just lots of, and you know, I've only scratched the surface. This is just the little things I've noticed. Like they've changed, like each of the tracks are split into sectors, and it gives you like a score for each sector, and then gives you XP depending on how well you drive that sector. It then has like specific sectors where it's saying these are the key sectors of this lap. So when you're doing your practice laps, if you then improve on those key sectors, it gives you like bonus XP for doing better in those key, kind of get you to focus on how it scores them. It gives you like a score out of 10 for the sector based on how well like you're braking, your driving line.
Please stop saying
all these things.
sector.
Sorry. Well, that's what it's called.
I knew. I was like smirking myself when I looked at Lewis. I was like, he's gonna laugh at sectors. So he said it all the time.
I was like, key sector. This is like chills for Little Nightmares. Key sector. Key sector.
You're doing shots for that the next time we go away.
Water.
Sorry, Alex.
That's okay. That's all right. But yeah, that's my initial impressions, and I'm very impressed and not disappointed.
What are the menus like in comparison to GT7? Because GT7, as soon as I get to the menu, I'm like, I want to turn this game off.
It's very simple. So it's just like
so simple.
It's boxes. You've got multiplayer. You've got career modes. You've got and then you go into it. You pick your race. You can go just to cars. It shows you all your cars in the garage. You can then pick 4 that you put in like your showroom if you want to show those ones off. Things like that. It's just very plain and easy
Good.
to navigate.
And
I'm looking forward to it.
the opening.
I want to play.
Sorry, I was going to say the opening, and you know when you get to like the hub area, is there somebody stupidly annoying like announcing what's happening there? This isn't like a Horizon kind of one.
No,
is
it doesn't have a hub
Just
area or
pure-
anything like that. Yeah.
So it's just pure racing. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Pure racing. Does it take anything from Horizon, given that that's almost superseded? This is the flagship.
Not really.
No.
It's stuck to it. It's stuck to its kind of heritage of being just the pure racer. I think
drive.
probably more like some of the scoring and stuff like that has maybe pulled a little bit on Horizon, but
Yeah.
not a huge amount.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you think the scoring is being not negative, but a little bit lower because of Horizon? But okay, that makes sense.
It's good. It's very good.
Good. Now I'm
Cool.
looking forward to trying it too.
Jump into it.
When's it
When it
out?
releases.
And the
10th,
10th.
I think.
The 10th.
How long have you guys got on your Game Pass? I've got like 3.5 years on mine.
Yeah, I've
Mine's
got until
25.
Yeah, ridiculous amount of time.
Mine runs out next month, and I will not be renewing.
Oh, interesting.
I got 12 months free with something, so mine runs out. I think it's next October.
You got it with BT, same as me.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
So I got the BT one, but I'd already bought Stacked Up. You know when it was about to stop being stackable. A while ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to renew it until something really compelling comes out one day.
Yeah.
There's nothing there for me at the moment.
I've got enough. I'm mailing enough reward points again to get like a free month every month at the minute, which is good. So it's kind of just
Just good.
ticking itself along.
Back on the Chivo grind.
It's not even the Chivo grind. It started giving me like XP on the PC and stuff as well now. So I'm getting like hundreds and hundreds of points a day.
it's interesting.
Really?
Really? Well, I didn't know that.
You get
Have
it
to-
just on the Xbox app as well now, as well as on the.
Yeah, when you log in. Yeah, I've seen that.
I'll just quickly touch on the other games I've been playing before we move on, just because it's all about me tonight. So
Yeah.
I've also been playing Cocoon, which is amazing. Like,
Okay.
for you saying, Ben, there's nothing really appealing, I think you would love this. I don't know if you've played it yet or tried it.
No, I
It's-
haven't.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's like, from that limbo inside feeling of just being a bit, not obtuse, but obscure is probably a better way of putting it. And there's not a lot to it, but it looks beautiful. It just keeps you wondering and makes you think, but it doesn't. I've played maybe, I don't think it's the longest game. I've played a couple hours, so I'm probably quite a decent amount through it, but it doesn't stick to like it's one formula all the way through. So like each puzzle it presents you with, it'll maybe like either tweak it a little bit if you see it again, or it's just a different type of puzzle each one that you get to. But it's really interesting, really cool. I think you would all like it, to be fair.
Yeah, I do actually want to play this. Do you have you got to a boss yet?
I've done 2 bosses, yeah.
Is it combat based or are they like puzzle bosses?
It's very slightly combat based, but it's like you get maybe an item that you need to, like, you're probably more kind of planning out to try and avoid it from getting you, because basically the aim of the bosses is to catch you and almost throw you out the world. So if they catch you, they throw you out, you need to go back in and start again. So you're almost more just trying to avoid contact with them, and then you'll have something to interact with that you probably then need to, like, not quite hit them with, because there's no proper combat, but it's like you're almost like just trying to throw something at them to catch them at the right time. So it's very, from a combat perspective, it's hard to call it combat. It is more tactical and slightly puzzle-esque for the boss fights, but they're cool as well.
Yeah, I do like the look of this, I think. And it's like, it's only about 3 or 4 hours long, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Which is a good length.
Surprising. I thought it was longer.
Very good.
No, I mean, even like Inside was only about that long, wasn't it? That's definitely a one-sitting jobby. So
Limbo wasn't much longer either, was it?
Limbo was too long.
Yes,
Limbo was about 4 hours, 15 minutes too long.
oh god,
Oh dear.
I would
What
recommend
you like.
everybody tries this game, because it's there to try on Game Pass. There's no reason.
I'll
Yeah, I was
will.
going to have a shot, but I've not had much opportunity this week. But it's one, I've installed it.
I'll install it while we're doing this.
Good idea.
I'm not going to talk about the last game on my list. I think we'll let Dan talk about that. So let Dan come back to you. What have you been playing?
I've been playing EAFC 24, Alex. That's what I've been playing. So we jumped into this for the early access. That's correct, isn't it? We both got it. I think I got it a couple of days after you, which feels silly in the grand scheme of things. And I have been absolutely loving and getting exceptionally frustrated with clubs mode. So I've always seen memes of people playing this, usually young kids, and if you don't know what clubs mode is, basically it is you can play in your own club with 11 of your friends, each playing in a position, and the RPG elements are basically you can upgrade the different attributes of that player to be great in that position, and you can build maybe 4 or 5 different, let's say, positional builds to get the most out, like centre forward, centre mid, defender, whatever it might be, winger. So again, you can choose what attributes you want and then apply it to that. So you get, the special attributes, what are they called?
Playstyle Plus.
Playstyle and Playstyle Plus. So again, real important attributes, like you could be amazing at slide tackles, you could have a magnetic first touch, you could be a whippet, in terms of like things that you want to really invest in and that kind of complement your playstyle. The reason it's so fun, when you're all on Discord and you're all chatting away about how to pass the ball and where to go and where I'm making a run, I'm doing, and the build up, and goals are few and far between. Like you maybe score 2 or 3 goals tops in a match, and even then that you've got to be pretty decent. But when you score a goal, all of your players just go off independently and can celebrate as if they were all scoring a goal on FIFA. But it's the elation that we've got in the little group that we're playing. So, like, obviously it's Phil, Carl, Alex, Matt and myself. And a couple of times that we have scored a goal when we've all been online, it's just been limbs. Absolutely, everyone's like, get a goal. Alex scored an absolute worldie the other day. And I think I did in that same match as well, and we were just, all of us just going off it. It's so funny. And when you're hanging on to like a 1-0 win, defending for your lives, and then shouting at each other, it's just got every It's got everything right about FIFA, and it feels like I'm going to play that 20 times more than anything on Ultimate Team this year. I have played a bit of Ultimate Team. It is exactly the same as previous years. I think it's got rid of some of the positional jargon and rubbish that you have to do with modifiers in that area.
Sorry. So clubs is different from Ultimate Team. I thought it was just the renamed.
Different.
Okay, I thought it was just renamed.
Clubs is you don't have to spend any money. Well, you can't spend any money on clubs. So I don't think it's a way of doing it. You design a character in clubs, and then you just sign them up to the cross players without so just cross players club. Really easy to play games as well. Like the match lobby is dead simple, and you pretty much wait for all your players to pick a position, and then you hit start, and then you go. But yeah, on Ultimate Team, very, very similar. I'm just not as appealed in playing it this time because I think we're enjoying clubs so much. And it's replaced Rocket League on that evening pivot.
Wow.
Carl's even bought the game, which Carl never buys early games. So the fact he's actually enjoying it that much to be able to play it. But I did shout.
What are you all playing it on? What systems?
Xbox. Some of us on PS5.
It's all crossplay.
It's all crossplay.
Nice.
The only
on the Switch.
No.
No, but I think it might be crossplay on that as well.
Wow.
I don't know
Can't
if clubs
confirm,
is.
but I think it might be.
You could try it out, couldn't you? You've got it on
We
Switch.
had the trial.
I'd
Or the beta, sorry.
I'd rather try it on the potato that is the Xbox Series S over the Switch, if I'm honest. I think it has been a bit buggy in clubs, like not to the point where you're getting booted out of matches or anything stupid like that, but at the end of matches, I think pretty much all of us, on at least a once an evening basis, the game will freeze when it's just trying to get you into the next match. So you've got to reset, come out again. So it can be a little bit cumbersome at times, but I think a couple of patches and it should be okay. The UI's improved considerably. I think I didn't like it at first in Ultimate Team, but it's definitely improved in that. And I said, like, the RPG elements, I think of clubs for me is the highlight, because there's skill games you can play to build up your pro. There's loads of stuff and loads of investment in that. And looking at previous reviews,
stuff you can be doing offline by yourself that will benefit the whole team when you get together and play clubs.
And there's leaderboards as well for those drills that you're doing, and there's maybe about 40 or 50 different drills, so you could, I don't know, literally every attribute: heading, shooting, sprinting, control, dribbling, like there's literally all those things there's leaderboards for.
How, like, right, so just trying to get a sense of, like, the positional aspect of it. What have you guys got your position locked in for your club now?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, but I think, to be fair, you're probably better at striker now, I think, and I think I'm better in centre mid, because you are starting to get, like, because I was playing centre forward because I'm a narcissist, so I was trying to get all the goals. But I just realised, like, I enjoy playing in that, but I'm probably better in centre mid for the team that we've got.
Create more.
Yeah, and then Phil's awesome kind of on a flank, not necessarily a wing, just the right or left midfield.
He's a
Carl's
flanker.
a fucking liability wherever he goes. He's just
Carl plays in
the
every
most
position.
selfish man I've ever met in my life.
Just on the bench.
He just follows the ball.
No, that was the best thing. So he got dropped out of a match because he was idle for too long. He was getting a drink or something, so he got dropped out of the match. And we won a penalty. I think one of our players got tripped up, and it was Carl's fucking player that was set to take the penalties. He Panenka'd it. So a Panenka is, you chip it, for people that don't know, where you chip it, and it's meant to be like a very coy kind of way of scoring a goal. Keeper didn't move. Keeper just literally went into his arms, and I was like, for fuck's sake, Carl, even your AI.
It was literally the last minute.
It was the last minute.
We would have won the game. I was like, why can't one of us hit this penalty?
Oh, no,
so that's the thing. Like, when considering you've each got a position, how disciplined do you find yourself having to be? And is that boring?
So it's good when you get a hold of it. I think we struggled with that at first. It definitely takes a bit of getting used to, because you're like, if you're used to playing the game itself, you just want to go to the ball.
To get the ball, yeah. But if
you're trying to hold, but it does tell you.
On the left flank.
Basically, that's what was happening. I was getting quite animated, going like, "You're a fucking midfielder. Get in midfield." Yeah. I was having to hover on the centre forward area. I was like, "For fuck's sake!" Doing a full on Fat Sam, going like, "Come on, lads, what we doing here? We can have these." But that. Go on, mate.
I was going to say, but that impacts your score for the match, so it will tell you when you're out of position, and it will tell you to get back into position. So
so that impacts like the RPG elements then. So get as many points that you can then add into developing your character.
So you play a match, you win a
It
match.
pays to be disciplined, basically.
If you get a good score, even on an individual basis, you'll get more attribute points to spend to then level up your character. And it's pretty generous in terms of what it gives you. But I don't find like Alex said, you've got a score in the top hand right, which always starts to think it's 6. So if you're a striker, you want to stay in a positional area to kind of make runs, and if you contribute headers and distribute those kind of things, then you get more points as a striker. Centre mid, spraying the ball out, making successful passes, breaking up play, like yada yada yada. It's intuitive to that position. Like if you play it the way that you think it should be played, it's easy. And I think all it is then is about transitional play. So if you're in attack, it expects you to be in a certain position, depending on where you are and who you are playing as. And then vice versa, if you're going on the defense, if you're not in appropriate positional areas for that, then it marks you down.
Sounds cool.
It is genuinely really funny, and it's one of those things that I think when we get to like November, and if we were to do like an 11 v 11, that would be a utopia, but it'd just be chaotic. It would be so funny. Final mention on it. Good. Some of the what do you call them? Some of the characters that people have built are absolutely brilliant as well. Yeah, they're so funny. And
some of the team names.
Have you built? Have you guys built like replicas of yourselves? Or have you done like silly? Okay.
Yeah,
mine doesn't really look like me. And I'm usually in a black
Yours
kit
looks
that just
like
says
Carl.
SS on the back.
Yeah, we've got black kits, and his says SS on the back. So pretty sure we're gonna get cancelled for that. But definitely worth a go. I think it's not a cheap game in terms of just FIFA in general. Like, it's full price, but I think it still has the 10 hours on Game Pass. So like for 10 hours, and Carl played that for 10 hours, obviously. Got his full use out of it and thoroughly enjoyed it enough to buy the game. So it's worth trying.
Tempted, Lewis?
I mean, it sounds good, but no.
You should definitely try it.
I'm tempted.
It's better than Rocket League.
You've sold it to me anyway.
I played one match on the trial. I was like, just a normal exhibition game, and I uninstalled it afterwards.
Wow! What a waste of download. I'm tempted. I'll download the trial as well and give this a go because it sounds funny if nothing else.
That definitely is.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, like, it's one more game. Like, so, but it was 2 nights in a row. We were sitting until 1 a.m. Like,
well, one night was a half one. Ridiculous. And that was Sunday night, by the way. That wasn't as if it was like, fucking, oh, come on, it's a Saturday. Yeah, let's do it. I'm having a lie-in tomorrow. No, it was Sunday evening. We were playing from, 9 o'clock until 1:30.
And I got up on Monday morning, and like my husband wouldn't talk to me. He's like, "You're just behaving like a teenager."
I got a text from Soph because Alex texted me that, and then I sent a screenshot of Soph's message, and it was basically keep the fucking noise. I've never been told off because we were so animated. It was hilarious. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I love
Brilliant.
it. That's good. Lewis, what have you been playing?
Like I said earlier, like I've not had a chance to play a lot this week. Like I've done one game in FIFA, what's it called? Bits and pieces of Knights of the Old Republic, but that's about it. I've not played a lot.
Did you see the KOTOR basically is dead? Well, they've not confirmed it's dead, but they feel like the remake is now dead.
I didn't see that. When was that?
You just ruined his evening, Alex. Well then.
Sorry, it was earlier.
I was like, who was it at the end of the Champions League semi-final who went up to a Chelsea player, Dan? It's like, you realise you cannot play in the final. Jeff Shreves.
Oh God, who was it? And it literally broke the player's heart, and you can see him like, I can't remember who it is now. Yeah, I'll find out. Go on.
No, I didn't see that. Just before we started, I was watching a YouTube video about how, what are they called?
Aspire.
No, the Aspire are getting sued or something because they said that for KOTOR 2 they had promised DLC, which Mr. Ward.
Branislav Ivanovic. Carry on.
Great player.
Yeah, good player. The DLC made the game like would be how most would want to play the game, and it never arrived. Yeah, that was something separate. But I didn't realise the remake was done.
But it hasn't. Well, it's not done. Basically, what happened was obviously Embracer are going through all this and restructuring, following that whole deal falling through, and like studios getting shut left, right, and centre, and games are getting cancelled. But what happened was Sony went back and deleted the old tweets and the old YouTube videos announcing it.
Really?
Came out and said it was a licensing issue, but the only licensed music in it was the Star Wars tune. So you're a bit like, how can that really be a license?
I think when games like that get canned, though, it's better for it to be canned if it was going to be shit.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
if Embracer on investing in those studios, it's money, isn't it? Really, that makes the game good. So sadly,
Yeah, you
but
don't
probably
want to do a game as revered as that a disservice to you. It's better to not exist at all. People have the option to play the old one.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that more often than not recently as well, haven't we, with remakes? So
Yeah.
No. But
Sorry, Lewis.
not a lot. That's fine, Alex. It's not your fault. Unless it is your fault. There's some serious conversations to have.
It's definitely not my fault.
Yeah, so nothing else.
Ben, who have you been romancing?
Well, so many people. So, it was
I nearly got an erection at work.
from the GIF I sent.
Mark's head popping.
I'm snipping that. I'm snipping that and making that my fucking text tone. That was the funniest thing I think I've ever. I got an erection.
So yeah, after we finished last week's recording, I went on and played a bit of Baldur's Gate 3 and got nibbled by a vampire.
Yeah.
And that made me question a lot of things in my life. A male vampire, I should say. We've been getting on swimmingly. So there's that. That's happened. But also, so I'm basically got to the point where I could progress to Act 2. But speaking to Phil on our WhatsApp group and saying, like, do you think I should just go ahead, or do you think I should kind of go back and do a few more bits? He said, yeah, go and clean up some of the stuff in Act 1.
He said, check the vampire.
Yeah, just do it. Just see how it feels. And so, yeah, I've done that and managed to pick up a few more people for my party, which is good. Met one or two that kind of I've locked out from being able to add them to my party, basically because I think I accidentally committed genocide right at the very start of the game.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I know what you did. I did the same.
Which presented me with an interesting conundrum when I returned to that area, and there was a big blue lady there, and she said, well, basically the options were, do you want to come back to my camp or kill her? And I thought, I don't want to kill her. So she came back to the camp, and one thing led to another. And then, yeah, she did. She had her way with me, and that was that. But then, one of my favourite characters from my party didn't like that, so he left. He was like, "You've sided with them. There's a bunch of goblins running around the camp now, like they own the place. So I'm off." And he left the party permanently. So I reloaded the save because I liked him, because I'd clearly done the wrong thing. Played probably 2 hours back to get to that point, just so I could make sure that he stayed in my camp. So I ended up killing this blue woman, and then he was happy with that. And there's no goblins in the camp. I've got my full party and ready to progress to Act 2, I think. Haven't played it for a couple of nights, but yeah, ready to jump into that act. I'm at about 30 hours now, I think.
Yeah.
So
cool.
That's, yeah, Act 1. It's taken me about 30 hours, which loved every single minute of it. It's batshit crazy. And I love it.
How many acts are in it?
3,
Yeah.
as far as I'm aware. Yeah.
I think so,
And they
yes.
get longer.
It's supposed to be about 100 hours, so I'm probably pacing about right, I think.
Interesting question. Bit separate from this. Has this made you want to actually play D&D? Because I've thought about it since playing this game.
It's kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be fun in the right setting with the right people. It has also made me want to play it like again.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
maybe like with one of you and stream it and be silly and ask people what we should do in the chat and stuff. I think that would be really good. But yeah, it does make me feel like, doing this but in a more interactive sort of community kind of way would be fun.
I like the idea of doing the Dark Urge run.
Yeah.
That seems really fun.
I think I've accidentally done. It seems to be just everyone's dying.
Dark Urge, you got it, it's fine.
Yeah, I think, I'd be good at that.
One of my friends does Dungeons and Dragons. Falcor. He's asked me to join him if I want.
You've got to make up
should.
Falcor. Oh,
No.
God, right.
No wonder he got into Dungeons and Dragons.
Destined.
I do have a friend. He's asked me if I'm keen. I've said yes, I'm keen.
It's the emulator guy.
You should. It'd be fun. Good content.
I look forward to finally starting this game again when Starfield's finished. Which is almost.
If you can have, I don't know if you can have like multiple playthroughs running simultaneously, but if you can, I'd definitely be up for starting a new playthrough and just going through it like in co-op.
Let's do that, Ben.
I'd be up for that. I want to finish this, I think, first, but I would say I didn't enjoy co-op, knowing that I was ruining some beats of the story that I hadn't seen in my own game first, so I think it definitely is worthwhile co-oping once you've already done it, if that makes sense.
You'll just tell us we're going the wrong way.
Or we all get to the end of... Well, yeah, that could happen. Yeah, definitely.
But there isn't a right or wrong, that's the whole point, isn't it? It's just...
There has
Stuff
been dance.
happens.
No. It's not that. It's more the fact that you're seeing... I was seeing things and not experiencing them in the right way. It felt a little bit wooden. It felt like I wasn't...
Right.
Try it. I don't know if you tried it yet, but yeah. See what you think.
Cool.
I'll see if Stace wants a game.
She might like a male vampire.
Yeah.
Shall we have a look at what we're going to be playing? Given
Let's.
we are
Yeah.
now in the tsunami of game releases that is October.
Let it wash over us.
Right, I'm just going to run through this as quickly as I can. So, October 23, we have Trupang 2 on October 2nd, Battle Shapers October 3rd, High on Life, High on Knife DLC October 3rd, The Lamplighters League October 3rd. These are all October 3rd, Valentine October 3rd, that many times. Scorn, Silent Hope, Station to Station, Synergia, then October 4th, The Fabulous Fear Machine, and Wordless, which I think has now been pushed back to November. October 5th, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Bang on Balls Chronicles, The Bloodlines, Cricket 24, The Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope coming to Switch. Why? Folk Hero, Gazzlers coming out PSVR 2.
Gazzlers says fucking weird word in it. Gazzlers.
Guzzlers. Yeah.
Oh.
Hidden Through Time 2, Myths and Magics, Knights vs. Giant, The Broken Excalibur, Stop Dead, Sweet Dreams Alex, Wargroove 2. October 6th, Detective Pikachu Returns, Sunshine Manor, Sword Art Online Last Trick Collection. October 10th, Forza Motorsport, Little Gator Game comes to PlayStations and Xboxes, it's been on Switch. MetaQuest 3 releases, Roblox comes to PS4, Wildcard Football, The Front, Honkai Star Rail comes to PlayStation, Total War Pharaoh. Oh, sorry, those were October 11th. I've lost the dates now. Too many games. Right, October 12th, Company of Heroes Collection, Haunted House. October 13th, The Grinch Christmas Adventures. It's not Christmas.
I
It's
mean, I
not
thought that
Christmas.
was one game there for a second there. Company of Heroes Collection, Haunted House.
The Grinch. Then we've got October 13th still, Lords of the Fallen, Transformers Earthspark Expedition. October 16th, SpongeBob SquarePants, This Cosmic Shake.
Jesus.
Bad one,
Next, or current gen version. October 17th, we have Cyber Knights Flashpoint, Diablo 4 Season of Blood, Sonic Superstars. October 18th, Alaskan Road Truckers. October 19th, The 7th Guest VR. Agatha Christie Murder on the Orient Express, Airport Sim, Chaos on Wheels, Endless Dungeon. Forgive me for
Chaos.
2.
Carl simulation game.
The Gap, the Jackbox Party Pack 10, Operation Valor, October 20th, Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, October 23rd,
day.
Just Dance 2024,
Then
October 24th, we have City Skylines 2 and Dark Envoy, The Lord of the Rings Returns to Moria, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, October 26th, Dave the Diver comes to Switch, Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord and PSVR 2, Ghost Runner 2, Alan Wake 2 is there October 27th, along with Black Brats, Flaunt Your Fashion Complete Edition, and October 31st, Headbangers Rhythm Royale.
Wow.
So there is a few games coming out this month. Just a few.
just a few.
That's a lot.
And some very big ones in there in amongst it. So
Yeah, big ones, some shite as well.
Yeah,
A lot
Ben-
of shite.
you alluded you were going to be
shit.
buying a lot. What you going to be buying?
I'm going to be buying Bang On Balls Chronicles, and then Big Fat Battle. No, Dave the Diver.
Yes,
I'm just working my way
absolutely.
backwards through the month.
Yeah.
Getting that on Switch, 100%. Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord, but we'll cover that on Cross Button VR, the UK's favourite PSVR 2 podcast. Obviously, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Marvel Spider-Man 2, definitely. I am intrigued to see how Lords of the Fallen reviews as well.
Yeah.
same. I think that's a
Could be a
sleeper hit.
sleeper.
Yeah.
A sleeper agent.
In it weird that Diablo 4, I know it's got DLC, but like how it's kind of just fallen out of Game of the Year. Yeah, isn't it weird?
Yeah.
Just like such a massive game as well, and then
They kind of fucked it up though, didn't they?
yeah,
Season
It was
one fucked
fine
it,
when
yeah.
it released,
Yeah.
and then season one just shut the bed.
crazy.
What about you guys?
Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Spider-Man 2, with you on Lords of the Fallen. I'm actually weirdly looking forward to the Lord of the Rings game, Return to Moria. Like, it seems so previewed okay. So, yeah, Alan Wake 2, obviously, just to enjoy that at the behest of Ben. Yeah, pretty much it, I think. Honourable
Is it
mention.
right? So that 20th.
Yeah.
Are you going to get Mario and Spider-Man?
No.
Like day one.
No, I doubt it. It well, you know what? It kind of depends on reviews, I think, as well. But I won't get both. I'll probably stick to one and then be sensible
What
and
one?
wait.
What one do you think you'll get though?
I think it's probably going to be Spider-Man 2 at this point.
See, I've bought both already.
Yeah, but
Of course you have. Yeah.
you're crazy.
Well, because I ordered Spider-Man 2 quite a while ago when it had
From
the
Turkey.
Turkish version was cheap, so it was only £23. And I couldn't. I thought you've got that Curry's offer for Super Mario Wonder, which really can't really turn up. So £37.49 for that just feels like too good an opportunity.
Probably trade it in for more.
Yeah,
No.
arbitrage.
Yeah, for me, probably just Alan Wake 2 and Super Mario Wonder, I think.
Not Spidey.
Fuck off. Shite.
Okay.
Wow.
It's the same game. I've got Spider-Man and Miles Morales in the cupboard just there. It's the same game, just more fetch quests, more chasing after pigeons for some reason. More just shite, pish, rubbish. Postpone it, make it a good game. Give me that those sweet points on the Fantasy Critic. It's a no from me.
I'm not going to.
I might play it. I might even install it if they give it to me for free on PS Plus next year.
I was going to say, for me, November's looking more dangerous than October. I'm not going to say what
Talk about
games.
that next month.
That's what I mean. We'll wait, but I'm just saying that looks more dangerous to me in terms of some of the things on there that I'd want. So
What's
Especially
really dangerous is all the games we haven't even finished from this year that have already come out.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
only played an hour of Ragnarok. Still,
Fucking hell.
I know.
That
I
was
know.
last year.
Fuck.
I hope everyone enjoys Spider-Man. It's just it isn't for me.
I mean, there's
very
another
simple of you.
couple of games on there that I'm quite looking for. Like the VR stuff, as Ben mentioned, we'll touch on VR. But like Ghost Runners 2, I think everything we've seen of that looks very,
yeah,
very
it does
good.
look good.
Headbangers Rhythm Royale's come to Game Pass, and that looks like a game like in a group that could be an absolute like hilarious. Like it looks really, really Wildcard Football I've seen a little bit about, and it looks like one of those kind of arcadey football-y games, which again could be quite fun. Forza, obviously, I've already got. Just so much, and that's not even a complete list. Like, there's much more on that that we know about, particularly in VR. Like, there's so many VR games coming out this month as well. Like, it's not enough time. And
Why
is
the Grinch Christmas Adventure coming out on the 13th of October?
Exactly. Not
That's
Christmas.
weird.
When would you release a Christmas game, Lewis?
I would release a Christmas game the last week of November.
Okay, full price.
Of course.
Dangerous. I think you're cutting it too fine.
Black Friday as well.
Okay.
I think they've done the right thing.
I think.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's
So,
even
just
Halloween. Okay, then the week after Halloween. In fact, 3 weeks after Halloween.
what is the good Halloween game out of all of these? Is it just Alan Wake?
I think so.
And
Oh yeah, I
Ghostbusters in
think
VR?
Ghostbusters is probably the best.
Seventh Guest VR as well, potentially.
Yeah, true. Yeah, good. We need to play some spooky games this month. We
Yes.
never do this. We always say we will. We never do.
I just don't like spooky games. Alan Wake
mean-
2 definitely
Me
is
and you
enough.
played the thingy.
We
That
did
one.
actually. We played
Until Dawn.
What was it? Yeah, we did.
I might play Resident Evil 7, 8 VR. What one's in VR?
Village, yeah, 8.
8.
Village.
Village.
Play 4. Get 4.
I was
So
tempted.
good.
I almost
Scorn
bought that
as well?
today. On play.
Did you?
PlayStation. Yeah, because it's is it $34.99 it's down to on
Crazy price.
the game. No, is it Game Collection? Which one gives you points? Game Collection gives
Yeah,
you
Game
points.
Collection.
So it's $34.99 plus £10 in reward points.
Here, I've got a question for you all. What would you rather? Cheaper games but no points, or more expensive games and points?
Cheaper games, no points.
We agree.
I like
would-
points.
Jesus.
It's pretty funny.
So that's the thing. I'd always opt to go with Shop 2 because Shop 2 is always a tiny little bit cheaper.
Like pennies.
But if you're
pennies
if
cheaper.
you are a gold member,
It's even more
much
pennies.
like myself,
I mean,
you get more off.
No. More pennies.
more pennies.
Yeah.
I would rather cheaper games.
Same.
Bank those coins, bank those points, and then you can treat yourself for free later on. Oh, it's a great feeling. But that's me. Alex, any of those you think you could use as your final pick in Fantasy Critic? 'Cause
I've
you've still
made
got
my
one
final
space.
pick on Fantasy Critic. You just don't know what it is yet.
Oh, can you try and guess?
You can.
I think it's Lords of the Fallen.
It's not. I
Uh,
was between two games, and it's not him. That wasn't him.
Is it any of these we've just listed?
No.
Okay.
Has he been tactical? Has he gone for?
No, I haven't been tactical. I was just out of what was left. I was trying to
Picked any old
pick
shit.
what I thought was the best one that was going to be.
Tactica.
No, it's not Tactica either. That is not. It's very silent.
Mario
Fantasy
RPG?
Critic. No, you can't because it's a remake. Technically, wasn't eligible.
Balls.
Wargroove 2.
No.
I
Think about
can't
that.
even think of games that are coming out
It's a
in
big
the
list.
next couple of months.
It's one of the ones that got confirmed for 2023 not too long ago.
It's not going to be a Nintendo game.
No.
No. Is it an Xbox game? Because it is the year of Xbox.
It's not the year of it.
PlayStation. Well, I assume it's PlayStation. Is it or a Steam
Well, it's on
game?
everything. Yeah.
Oh, it's on everything.
Give us a clue.
Devolver.
Oh, yeah. Not Wizard with a gun.
No, that's next year.
Yeah, Ben.
It's the it's the second one.
No, I can't remember. It's gone.
Talos Principle 2.
Oh,
Good shout.
bold choice. Out of all of the games, you chose that.
Yeah, it's
I
a
was
7 out
I
of
was
10.
tempted. I was Well, the last one was in 87, so
Yeah. It's a diminishing return, isn't it?
it's fine.
Where are we with Fantasy Critic at the moment?
Fantasy Critic, I was just going to say, we are currently in points and actual. In first place, we have Benji Kong with 106.52. In second, we have Lewis on 81.23. And third, we have me with 69.18. And in fourth, we have Dan with 68.34. Projected.
How many games each have,
Right,
have
so that's
been
Ben's released 7, expecting 3. So are you, Lewis. I've released 8, expecting 1, which will be 2 when that other one comes on. And Dan has released 7, expecting 1, but the one he's expecting isn't going to release, and the other 2 that aren't going to release he can't replace because I technically made him spend all his money. So on projected points, Ben's going to win with 130.79, and then Lewis is 92.77, and I'm on 90.34.
close.
Currently includes a -1 for Fable, which we know isn't coming, so I'm technically on 91.34. So Spider-Man is my pick and Lewis's counter pick, so he's really going to decide who finishes second. Well, it's not really, because Lewis isn't going to finish second because Hollow Knight's not going to release it. He's not going to get the 18 points for it.
Yeah.
So I'm really going to finish second after my Redfall debacle at the beginning of the year.
And
Is it
Dan
possible for anyone
isn't
to
much
catch
mentioning, is it?
Don't
Dan's
think
still
so.
here.
But Dan can't really get any more points. So
No.
I'm looking forward to next year when it's like, when we've done the dry run. Next
Done the
year's
dry
when
run.
it's
You've
when
chosen
it's a match that matters.
Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, that
the
was
dry
the
run.
first. I was
How
first
can
to
you
pick.
come third? Is it Tears of the Kingdom? That is.
Right, I'm going to use an
Unfathomable.
American football phrase. A fumble, right? And you drop the ball.
Yeah.
I got giddy, and I just lost the head. I didn't understand the rules.
Some big games still to come.
yeah,
So I've got Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, and Super Mario Wonder. So that should both be, I reckon, in the 80s.
and I've got Spider-Man and the Talos Principle 2.
Nice.
Lewis
Moon of the Hollower?
has Alan Wake 2, Silk Song, and Metroid Prime 4.
But
Oh dear.
if Silksong's announced for next year,
You can drop it.
yeah, okay. So that's
Unless
what-
you've already done a swap out, though.
No, if it's you can swap as many out. If they've been delayed, you can swap them out as long as you've got money to replace them.
I've got money. I
This
think.
has
Big money. Big money.
Big money.
Yeah.
You've got
money,
$35.
What was the prize we agreed on again at the start? I
None.
remember. Was it a pizza? Everyone else has to buy the winner a pizza, wasn't it? Nice. It's nice. Is that
Well,
what we said?
we'll find out
Yeah,
over
something
the
like that.
coming
Pizza bet.
pizza bet. Oh, it's not kind of funny. Come on,
It's actually funny.
yeah, it's funny. Actually.
There we go, new name.
Hey, on that note, guys, I think we'll see how things play out over the next few weeks. Thank you all for listening. We hope you've enjoyed this episode and enjoy the sky full of games heading your way. Another Coldplay reference here, did you like that?
No.
If you did, please leave us a rating and a review on your podcast platform of choice. And if you really enjoyed it, please head to thecrossplayers.com/Patreon, which is wrong. It's patreon.com/thecrossplayers, where you can support us from as little as £2 per month. And even give us £15 and you might get one of those lovely t-shirts. Lovely. And there will be a little Patreon refresh on its way very soon, so keep your eyes out for that. Thank you
Indeed.
to all our existing patrons. We have Ethan Hunt, Nate Ellingsworth, Carl Hughes, Sean Hughes, Jason Frost, Sarah Purbrick, Rebecca Rudranath, Luke Cooper, Kevin Scully, Mark Hammond, Rune Storm, Phil Marshall, Amy McCauley, Phil Henshaw, Daniel Muir, and Games with D. So thank you guys for your support.
guys.
Really means a lot.
Thank you, everybody.
I have been your special guest host, Alex, for the evening. I hope it hasn't been too painful
Fucking
for
host,
you.
mate. It's special at the front of it.
Well, it is special. It's been a very long time since I've been the host, so thank you for being nice to me.
It's been special.
It's been special. It has been
Special when I'm in charge. Thank you all, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Ben, I nearly got an erection at work.